Christian home and accepted Jesus as my Savior at a young age. I knew then that I was a sinner and that I needed Jesus and God in my life to guide and direct me. After a few months, I was baptized. After I became a teen, I started to fall and walk away from the Lord. This was due to me having been abused as a young child, and I blamed God for what had happened to me. I got involved with the wrong crowd, started drinking and smoking, and became an alcoholic by the time I was 21. I was searching for something that would heal me, help me cope, and I was self-medicating. Deep down, I knew this was wrong, yet I was not ready to come back to God. For many years, I moved around from city to city and even to the U.S., not finding what I was needing and looking for. All the while, I was ignoring the still small voice of God telling me to come back to Him and that He will provide all I need and lead me to healing. He was calling me to obedience to Him. I came back to Canada and got married to an old boyfriend in a hurried rush, thinking that it was what I wanted and should do. That just ended up in a mess. It ended up in me getting violent with my husband. The night I got violent with my husband was the night that I answered God's call to come back to Him. In tears and submission, I gave my heart back to Jesus. That night, it was actually wee hours of the morning, I slept the best I had slept in months, and I had a common peace that I had not had in years. Life has not been easy for me since then. I've struggled with mental health and a mental illness even since I was a young girl. I went on a variety of meds until I finally got on the right mixture and dose of the right meds. Now I'm 98% stable most of the time. Yet, I am not giving all the credit to the medications or any hard work I have done. Without God's help and strength and guidance, I would not be where I am today. Philippians 4:13 says, I can do all things through Him who gives me strength. God has given me the strength to overcome years of childhood abuse, alcoholism, and many other things. He has forgiven me for wandering astray, yet is pleased that I have come back to Him. I am not perfect. I still stumble, fall, and scrape my knees. I always get up and brush my knees off, ask for forgiveness, and get back on the right road and continue to follow Him and grow in my faith. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer. My God is my rock, in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. Psalm 18, verse 2. Every day I look to God for guidance, strength, and protection. Without Him, I would still be wandering astray and far from Him. I thank the Lord every day for persistently calling me back to Him and patiently waiting until I got low enough to finally come back to Him. Without Him, I would be nothing.